Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of Mukbangs and Hangs. I'm your girl Andy Crimson. It's been quite a while since we've sat down, ate together, done a mukbang, and there's something I really want to talk to you guys about, but we're going to get into all of that. But I wanted to introduce the food. I'm so excited about this. I've been wanting to feature this place for like so long already, and it's way overdue, but we are having the hot dog place. It's a local food truck here in the McAllen area, plus I got something else from one of the other food trucks. So without further ado, look how cute this is, guys. It's so bite-sized, and this is the other thing that I got. But first of all, we got the hot dog place. Normally when I go there, I get what's called the Monterrey torta. It's like this sandwich, and it's super delicious, but they also have a version of it hot dog style. So we're gonna open this bad boy up and check it out together. See? It is stacked, y'all. I'm gonna have to peel this back. I might even set it on the plate itself. Check that out. It is steaming. Woo, look at that. And with a side of papas, I'm stoked. Oh yeah. I'm trying to see what the best way to view it. You know what? I'm gonna pick it all up and we're gonna put it on the plates. We'll turn it around this way. Yeah, it's a big one, guys. And I also got some elote from another food truck. Check the 8. It's called Fonzy's. They do a lot of deep fried things like deep fried Oreos, churros, and stuff like that. But they are really, really good with their elote. So excited to have it all together. So from the looks of it, the Monterey hot dog has got some of this steak in there, avocado, there's onions, got some mayo in there too. Man, I'm so starving. All right, guys, we're going in for the first bite. Here goes nothing. The hot dog that they have for these, the meat, the taste is so good. Check that out. Delicious. So one of the things, well, the main thing I wanted to talk to you guys about is that a couple weeks ago, I posted on my Instagram kind of a feeler post for the local arena that I do some content for, that I work with. And, you know, my, I guess, niche of an audience is mainly like people that listen to rock music, and the Valley has been kind of lacking in concerts for that. We just, recently had Pierce the Veil, and that did really, really well. But there's just so much more that us as rock metal fans in the Valley, the Rio Grande Valley, we don't have a lot of access to the shows. We're always competing with like Corpus, San Antonio, Austin. So we're always having to make at least a 2+ hour drive all the time. And more often than not, it's been between 3 to 5 to 6 hours, because most of the time the shows will end up in San Antonio, Austin, and Houston, and even Dallas. So my goal with this post was to try to like see who does the Valley want to see, just to kind of get a feel, help the arena out. And I was very surprised at the results, so I can't wait to share that with you, because I was like, oh, okay. Every order from the hot dog place comes with these potatoes. Oh, and I have some Fresca here. Brand fresh. Let's also dig into this elote. I don't want to, it looks so pretty right now. Mix it all in there. Let's see. It's so good. So, from all my platforms that I posted on, Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, I even posted on Reddit, which got the most traction, which I was really surprised about. I kind of did like a pie chart or a graph, like who is the most requested band from the Rio Grande Valley area. So I have these here. I think these are in order. Like there was a lot of bands that had just one suggestion, so they weren't really necessarily counted. It was just whoever had the most, and that's the data that I gave the arena. So, big surprise. This is not really a big surprise, but a lot of Metallica fans. Metallica was like #1. It was up there. The band that I was surprised that had more votes than many of the others was Tool. I'm not a big Tool fan, or at all, so I don't really understand the hype, but there was a lot of people that were commenting Tool. It's still steaming, guys. And then the band that came in third place was Deftones, which I get. There's like plenty of votes for those. And these last two, I was super surprised. Super surprised. Mainly because one I really love and one I don't like so much. Sleep Token. There are some Sleep Token fans in the Rio Grande Valley. I'm completely surprised. I don't really like them. I've tried, guys. I've tried to listen to them. I can't feel it. I can't get into it. I don't know if even a live show would change my mind. It's like one of those things. And the band that, of the top ones that got the most, that had the least, which I was very surprised still, and it made me kind of happy though, Ghost made the list. I was like, yes, there are Ghost fans in the Rio Grande Valley. So those were the top. It was Metallica, Tool, Deftones, Sleep Token, and Ghost. So if you live in the Rio Grande Valley, feel free to chime in the comments. If you had voted on my poll, it's still open, by the way. It's still up on my Instagram. If you feel like you want to share some other thoughts about booking bands down here, any kind of anecdotes, feel free to comment on that post. Man, this hot dog, it's jam-packed with flavor, a meat, a veggies. It's just so good. It's like the kind of hot dog you expect to get like at a family gathering, at the cookout. So good. And the other group of bands that I sent the arena, I would call these the second place bands. They didn't have as many votes, but there was still like a decent amount of people, that voted for them or wanted them to come down here. And those I feel like they're maybe more, not digestible, maybe more marketable down here. I'm not sure. But first of all, Muse was first in that group. Foo Fighters, Paramore, Blink-182, Incubus, which Incubus has been here a couple times already, Red Hot Chili Peppers, and Green Day. So I think between both groups, it's like a good collective and a good diverse group. Now, those are some great names. Like, I would love to have Ghost down here or Metallica, but there's also like looking at this from a realistic marketing, booking, perspective, which I have no experience on that level. Like, what goes into it? How does it work? If you guys have worked in that kind of side of things, please let me know, because I would love to know how that works. And I know it's about like, if it's the route matches the tour route, or the venue matches the tour route, like it might be possible. But it also depends, like, can they sell tickets down here? Like, yes, we love Metallica. Is it feasible for them to play? Also, the arena of that size, can they sell it out? You know, they probably would. I guess there's like so many factors that go into booking like a larger band. And all we've had lately, like I said, there's been some modern ones, Pierce the Veil, Beartooth, but we've also had like older rock bands come through here, like Judas Priest, which was fine. But there is like a point like, we're tired. We're not tired, but it's like, oh, we want to see somebody a little more younger, somebody else. But it's like that one time that I really wanted to go to this concert. Somebody booked Dawkins and a bunch of these 80s bands, and I was ready to go, and they canceled the show. I just think they didn't sell enough tickets. I think it was at a different arena, but I was like, oh, that's so sad. And the market down here is very much swayed to like Mexican music, Latino music, banda, norteño. That's what gets a lot of people to go to these shows. I don't know as if the valley continues to grow, will that change? Will we get some bigger bands in here, bigger traffic? Who knows? I just realized I was just so hungry and so excited to eat and talk to you guys. I didn't take a thumbnail. I don't know if I'm going to be able to do it now. It's like half eaten and it just fell off. Hopefully we can get a good thumbnail. In any case, I was just glad to kind of get most of y'all's input that live in the Rio Grande Valley, and happy to pass that information along however the arena decides to use it. And maybe we'll see a change. Like, I'm not sure how it's going to work, or, you know, you can always hope. I mean, I thought we couldn't get Mana down here, and we were bugging them forever, like, oh, you have to. You're like, they're free. They have an open date, and it's on the way, you know. And it worked out. I didn't get to go to that show. It was just nearly impossible to get tickets. They were so expensive, and there was, like, you know, nothing left. And that's another side of this, too, that I've been thinking about more and more, and even recently that I saw Casey Musgraves is going to have a tour, and I'm kind of considering going, but I have no idea what's going to happen with the ticket pricing. I'd love to go see her, but I don't know if I would just shell out a bunch of money just to go. And that's what I've been seeing a lot with these Ticketmasters, Access, Live Nation. It's been murder out there, guys. It's been really, really bad with the prices. And I don't think that's going to stop unless bands are the ones that put their foot down. Also consumers, but to be realistic, no one's not going to go see their favorite band if they can help it. But it just kind of sucks now that you have to consider, like, man, I'm going to blow like a whole paycheck just to get nosebleeds. It makes absolutely no sense. So you guys have anything to say about that, please let me know down in the comments. Like I said, anybody that works in the ticket circuit, booking live bands, you know, on a larger scale, please enlighten us, because, you know, there's a method to the madness, I believe. This corn is a little spicy. You can see it. It had that chili sauce in it. It's a dang good hot dog. So again, this is the hot dog place. They were posted up in the mall at one point, and they eventually got a food truck and parked themselves at the food truck park. And another reason I really like going there is that they're super nice. The service is just like top notch. Always feel really welcome. And they always have great food. I think I've had the chili dog, a Chicago dog. There was something else. I haven't had the hot Cheeto and cheese dog. I know there's that hot dog that they have. Mm. I guess another aspect of this whole booking big acts in the Rio Grande Valley is that sometimes we don't really have a great track record when it comes to respecting artists. There's that very famous clip of Dave Mustaine saying something he would never come back to McAllen, Texas. I'm not sure what happened at that show, but he just like swears off that he will never come back. And they played at this place called La Virial with, they got booked by a very popular promoter down here. Like he's super like legendary in terms of what he could pull back in the day, Bookham Nano. And I was like, we need to take some advice from him and get these bands down here. But it's different now. It's so different. Metallica was big, yes, but not as big as they are now. And so on and so forth. Woo. But yeah, going back to like people being respectful. Was I at that concert? Okay, Aaron Lewis came down here and there was just like a bunch of like drunk people when he was doing his acoustic show. I don't even know why they went, but he had like this, it's notorious. He had like an epic fit on stage, and rightfully so, I think, because like, you know, these people are just being disrespectful. I don't know how I would feel if I was playing an acoustic set and people are just like yelling, play Freebird and all this other weird stuff. I think there was a story that Akon came down here and I don't know how he got in the crowd. He was crowd surfing and people were just like ripping off his clothes, his jewelry. I was like, really, bro? Really? Mm. Mm. So what has been new, guys? It's probably been like 2 months since we sat down and chatted together. I am doing okay. I had like a hard week, a hard month. It was just like tiring, I guess. I've been kind of dealing with some stuff, and the last time I think we talked, I was saying something about how I had a reaction with my skin. That has gone away for the most part. Just doctor said I just had some reaction. I have some kind of eczema, so got some medicine and everything seems to be looking all right. But other than that, I've just been chilling. It's looking like the last bite right here. And that's a lot of food. I still like have, well, it's mostly half of my cup of elote. I hope one day we get some big, decent bands down here because it would just be so amazing just to wake up, not travel 5 hours, and worry about venue and hotels. Like, just literally drive 20 minutes to the venue and I'm good. I get to go back home. I kind of don't get, what does Corpus have that we don't have down here? I feel like there's so much more to do. Or it's just maybe they don't want to just come this far south, even though it's not that much farther. And some bands even go to Mexico. Like, we're literally right next to Mexico. I don't know, guys. I always say it's going to be the last bite, and then I can't do it in one bite. Mm-mm. Mm. This corn by itself is a 10 out of 10. It's so good. Normally I'm picky about elote. Like, I love it with the yellow corn. I think this is white. And sometimes the white kind, they can make it like dry or they don't put enough stuff. Or it just doesn't taste good. But this is really good. If you ever need some bomb elote, go to Fonzy's in the McAllen Food Truck Park. Okay, this is the last bite. Oh, so good. Well, let's see, guys. What are we going to rate the hot dog place, this Monterrey hot dog? I am going to give it, this whole meal, a 9.5 out of 10. I think it's super delicious. I only wish that the potatoes were just a little bit more crispier, but that's just like a preference. But everything was well cooked on the hot dog. It was like full of flavor, full of meat. There was no skimping out on anything. And always, as again, like really great service when I go and eat there. So yeah, if you guys are in the mood for some cool hot dogs or like a torta, or just want to get out and try something different, if you're in the McAllen area, stop by the hot dog place food truck. Ooh. Yeah, I'm gonna definitely, hey, save me some corn for later. But yeah, guys, that's been the mukbang. That has been my thoughts of this whole discussion about bringing rock bands down to the Rio Grande Valley. So let me know what you all think. Do you agree with the top bands? Is there somebody that should definitely come here? Can you give any insight? I'm like fighting a burp right now. Ugh. Okay, can you give any insight of how we can probably make some of these things happen? Or is it just completely up to chance and up to the money-making gods or whatever? So yeah, I guess I'll see y'all in the next video. Hope you all have a great rest of the evening, great rest of the day, and I'll see y'all next time.